I feel like we should say something.
Yeah. Good idea.
And welcome to the final Full Metal Championship match ever. It wouldn't be a Full Metal match if there wasn't an awkward transition if I was playing multiple clips. But I've got a great bunch of people here. As you may notice, unfortunately, Jeremy, who did win the match to get in there, unfortunately had family emergency come up last minute, so he had to drop. But all thoughts go out to him, and yeah. But I do have some people here. He was the last minute replacement, but glad to have him. We've got Aaron. Aaron, how's it going?
Good. It's an honor to be here for the final match ever, even if it was totally unearned. Let's just say the last time I played a match on this channel probably wasn't even last calendar year, so really unearned. But I've also been around long enough in this community that I remember when Full Metal wasn't even called Full Metal. Malcolm, you've been here as long as I have. So it's an honor to be here as a member of the old guard to see it out. And of course, Jeremy, wish you the best, man.
Also here we've got Jacob. Jacob, how's it going?
It's going well. I think I've had one match here and I lost. So I don't know why I'm here, but I'm gonna play my heart out, and if I win, great. If I don't, I'll have had fun regardless.
We've also got Steve Mason here. Steve, he's also a last minute replacement, but how's it going?
It's great to be back, Full Metal, especially the last match of Full Metal ever. So I think it's been a while since I've been on this channel. I've been a veteran of multi Full Metal randoms. Won a bunch, but I'm here trying to see if I have the metal to pull it out at the end.
We've also got JD Domash here. JD, how's it going?
Hey, yeah, it's an honor to be cast in the role of Patsy number 4 in this championship match. Like most other people, I came to Full Metal late in the game, and I have only played one real kind of match, but I'm here. I'm excited to have fun on this final match.
And last but not least, we've got the champion, David Nishimoto. David, how's it going?
It's going good. I mean, yeah, likewise, it's an honor to be in the final match. I started my trivia career with Full Metal Classic. That was the very first match I ever played, ever. So it's just nice to be part of this, and yeah, it was a great time to do this. So yeah, just here to have fun.
Yeah, and yeah, like Full Metal started off as just doing classics, which is why I thought it's fitting to end it with the classic. But with that, how round one is going to work? Round one's going to have 10 questions in 10 different categories. Everyone gets repeats. Because we are live, there's no challenges. And yeah, but keep your hands up on screen, and yeah. But the first question comes in musicians in movies. What musician has appeared in the following movies? American Gangster, Date Night, John Wick Chapter 2, and Hunter Killer. Four, three.
Hey, Malcolm, could I? I'm sorry, but like my connection is very. Can you repeat that for me again, or I don't know, but
because you do seem really choppy, I'll give you a technical here. but you are lagging a bit too. So I
Steve
don't
is
know.
listening to it. Oh, she's not even there. Oh.
Uh-oh.
If you don't mind me jumping in while we're waiting, in my long experience doing these, I think the coolest thing about channels like this is you always feel like you get to meet someone new. So it is fitting. David, I don't think we've ever met, so nice to meet you.
All right. Yeah, we never. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've never meet. Yeah, that's a good point. I've never meet. I don't think I've ever met David or Steve when he was here.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Does that mean I get to make it an extra round if he doesn't come back, or?
Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'll give it a few minutes, see if he does come back.
Yes.
But
technicality.
But actually, for this one, we'll just keep it going. Unfortunately, he didn't hear the questions. I don't know. Here he is.
Sorry about that.
No, it's all good. These things happen. Once again, it's not a Full Metal match if there's not technical difficulties.
Yeah, we know. We know.
Well, yeah, I think you know specifically, JD, if that match with you and Tim. But for repeat for Steve, musicians and movies. What musician has appeared in the following movies? American Gangster, Date Night, John Wick Chapter 2, and Hunter Killer.
All right.
3, 2, 1. Pins down. Aaron.
Common.
Jacob.
RZA.
Steve.
Common.
JD.
Common.
David.
Common.
Common is correct.
It's a dumb question. He's a musician?
Yeah.
A rapper.
Yeah.
A rapper.
Today I learned.
Like the Ice Cube generation.
Yeah.
I did not know.
Can you guys give me 1 second? I'm going to adjust my light so you can maybe see my board better.
Yep. Oh.
Great.
What's even more ridiculous is I thought of Common first, and I second guessed.
All right. Next question comes in plot summary. What movie is this from the summary? A car crash victim suddenly finds himself turned on by car accidents and becomes involved with an underground subculture of like-minded souls. And I promise it is not a porno. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pins down. Jacob.
Crash, but not the Oscar winner. There's another movie called Crash, I believe.
Steve.
Crash.
JD.
I went Crank. I guess I had no idea there was another Crash.
David.
Crash.
Aaron.
See, I wrote, well, what is the original title? Autoerotic. No.
Crash is the correct answer. Directed by David Cronenberg.
Interesting. Okay.
Next question
Something
comes
every day. Anyways.
Yep. Next question comes in the realm of science fiction. What is the name of Biff Tannen's grandson that Marty meets in 2015 in Back to the Future Part 2?
I love this question.
His grandson would have just turned 10 this year. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pins down. Steve.
I put bull.
JD.
Didn't have anything.
David.
Griff.
Aaron.
Griff.
Jacob.
Griff.
Griff is correct. Next question comes in based on TV shows. In Scooby-Doo 2, Monsters Unleashed, the evil masked villain stole several costumes from the museum with the help of the ghost of what kind of dinosaur?
Hmm.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pins down. JD,
I guess Raptor.
David,
Pterodactyl.
Aaron,
Said Velociraptor.
Jacob,
Pterodactyl.
and Steve.
I said T-Rex.
Pterodactyl is correct. The next question comes in holiday movies. What 2 Christmas movies does David Howard Thornton appear in?
David Allen Thornton, you said?
David Howard Thornton.
Um,
Five, 3, 2, 1. Pins down. David,
is that A Christmas Story and Santa Claus the movie?
Aaron,
Terrifier 3 and Krampus.
Jacob,
Terrifier 3 and the Mean One.
Steve,
The Mean One in Terrifier 3.
JD,
I say Christmas Story and another Christmas Story.
I thought it was the dad from Christmas Story.
but Terrifier 3 and the Mean One is correct.
Never even heard of the other one.
He's also going to be playing Mickey Mouse in Screamboat coming out this year.
So those movies. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, yeah.
Is that a Grinch? A Grinch one?
The Mean One is a Grinch.
As soon as you guys said, I'm like, oh, that's interesting. Okay, they're horror. It's horror. I was going the other route.
But talking about horror, the next question is coming in horror. What is the name of the TV show that Maddie and Owen bond over in I Saw the TV Glow? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pins down. And we was it, but no, Aaron.
The Pink Opaque or something like that.
Jacob.
I said Family Matters.
Steve.
The Pink Opaque.
JD.
The Pink Opaque.
David.
I don't have it. Never saw it.
The Pink Opaque is correct. Next question comes in gangster movies. In Goodfellas, what is the last name of the crime family that Billy Batts was a made man for? Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pin down.
Said Columbo.
Steve.
I said Gambino.
JD.
Muschietti.
David.
Sorvino?
Aaron.
I could not think of an Italian name that wasn't strictly fictional.
Gambino is the correct answer.
Okay.
Next question comes in the category of disaster movies. Who plays Kate Carter in Tristers?
Can I get a repeat?
Yep, in the category of disaster movies. Who plays Kate Carter in Tristers?
I think I heard it right.
5, 3, 2, 1. Pins down. Steve.
Daisy Jones.
JD.
Daisy Edgar Jones.
David.
Daisy Edgar Jones.
Aaron.
Daisy Edgar Jones.
Jacob.
I said Margaret Qualley. I'm way off.
Daisy Edgar Jones is correct. I can't give you Daisy Jones. So
No, fair enough. It's fair. No, totally get it. No way.
Next question comes in comedy movies. Who plays attorney Nick Schaefer in 2000's Rat Race?
There's like a million people in this movie.
Oh, I love that movie too.
5, 3, 2, 1. Pins down. JD.
I didn't have it write it down in time.
David.
Shit, I put John Cleese, but I feel like it's breaking.
Aaron.
Tom Green was popular then.
Jacob.
I did in fact say Breckin Mayer.
Steve.
Breckin Mayer.
Breckin Mayer
Oh.
is correct.
That was a total guess.
Surprisingly, I don't think Tom Green was in the movie, weirdly enough.
Yeah, he was in the movie.
Oh, he was.
I
thought you were thinking of his attorney, John Cleese's attorney. That's who I was trying to write. Like, why would that be a question? I'm like, he wasn't that prominent in the movie. And then when he said that, I'm like, okay, yeah, that makes sense.
But anyway, and your final question in round 1, it comes in movie taglines. What 2020's horror movie had the tagline, "Once you see it, it's too late"?
I don't know.
5, 3.
Repeat the question.
Yep. In movie taglines, what 2020's horror movie had the tagline, "Once you see it, it's too late"?
Oh, is it? Okay. I don't know. Okay.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pins down. David.
Smile.
Aaron.
Oh, that's probably correct. I wrote Countdown.
Jacob.
Even though your heart is aching, smile.
Steve.
I put down Bird Box.
JD.
I also went with Smile.
Smile is correct. At the end of round 1, we actually have quite a tight game. It's a barn burn. We've got Jacob, Steve, and David all tied on 6 points. JD and Aaron are tied on 4 points. And as I said to the guys before that, I'm not eliminating anyone after this round. It's after the next round is when someone will be eliminated. As we move into the deep cuts round, and with this, I got people to give me a movie they wanted a deep cut round. I will be transparent here because Aaron and Steve are last minute replacements. They don't have a movie in this, so they are at a disadvantage in this. But I let them know beforehand that there was going to be the case, so I'm not throwing this on them last minute. But your first question is going to come in. The movies we have here, might as well say that, is we got So I Married an Ex-Murderer, Logan Lucky, Wayne's World 2, Jurassic Park 3, and Mystery Alaska. As you can see, 3 of the 5 have Mike Myers in it. That wasn't planned, it's just the way it happened.
Mhm.
But your first movie is going to be in So I Married an Ex-Murderer. When Charlie is visiting his parents, his mother tells him about a bride known as Mrs. X who kills her husbands. What are 2 of the 3 professions that his mother tells him that she killed? Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pins down. Aaron.
I think she hits blue collar workers. I said carpenter and plumber.
Jacob.
Said a lawyer and a dentist.
Steve.
I misheard the question. I thought it was poison and cut the brakes from the car.
JD.
I said repairman and salesman.
David.
I guess doctor and lawyer.
Surprisingly, the only person who got one correct, he's not going to get the points, but Aaron is half correct because plumber was one of them. The other two was the other ones was a lounge singer and a Russian martial arts expert.
Wow.
Your next question comes in the realm of Logan Lucky. In Logan Lucky, what specific reason does Clyde and Jimmy give Sam and Fish so that he could recruit them to their team to rob the speedway?
Could I get a repeat on that question, please?
Yep. In Logan Lucky, what specific reason does Clyde and Jimmy give Sam and Fish so he could recruit them to their team to rob the speedway? Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pins down. Jacob.
To fight against technology.
Steve.
Because one of the guys they're racing is they hate him.
JD.
I think I misheard the question. I said escape from prison.
David.
I couldn't think of anything.
Aaron.
Said they got fired from their jobs.
The correct answer was that he tells them that the manager at the grocery castle got handsy with his sister.
Oh,
that's right.
Right.
Next question comes in the category of Wayne's World 2. In Wayne's World 2, when Wayne asks Cassandra how he gets his clothes all white, she says that it's a Cantonese secret. What brand of laundry detergent does he pull out of the basket?
Oh my god. Fuck.
5, 4,
Oh my god.
3, 2, 1. Pins down. Steve.
Brand.
JD.
Shout was the only thing that could come to my head as a brand.
David.
Tide.
Aaron.
I also said Tide.
Jacob.
I bucked the trend and I said Clorox.
The correct answer was Calgon.
Ancient Chinese secret. Huh?
Next question comes in the realm of Jurassic Park 3. In Jurassic Park 3, Billy shows Alan Grant a 3D model of a resonating chamber of what specific dinosaur? Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pins down. JD,
Raptor.
David,
Velociraptor.
Aaron,
I said Spinosaur or whatever that thing is called, the big thing on the back.
Jacob,
Velociraptor.
and Steve.
I said pterodactyl.
Velociraptor or raptor is correct.
All right, well, that's me going home. Have a great night, guys.
We still got one more question.
Yeah, still one more question, brother.
But
It could
your
be
final
me.
question,
Easily.
your final question comes in the realm of Mystery Alaska. In Mystery Alaska, at the New York hearing over the legal dispute about the game, Bailey Pruitt makes an impassioned plea for the game to continue after the lawyer for the Rangers called the members of the team what profession?
Could I get a repeat of that,
Yeah,
please?
sorry. Yeah, you're technical. My bad.
In Mystery Alaska, at the New York hearing over the legal dispute about the game, Bailey Pruitt makes an impassioned plea for the game to continue after the lawyer for the Rangers calls the members of the team what profession? I apologize for the wording of that question. It's kind of bulky, but
Sorry, I can't. Yeah, just a repeat.
Yeah. In Mystery Alaska, at the New York hearing over the legal dispute about the game, Bailey Pruitt makes an impassioned plea for the game to continue after the lawyer for the Rangers calls the members of the opposing team what profession? Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pins down.
Yeah, fuck it.
David.
I sorry, I couldn't. I still don't understand what the question is. But yeah, no.
Aaron.
I was trying to write construction workers because I realized I heard the question wrong as well. All
Jacob.
good.
I wrote coal miners.
Steve.
I wrote plumbers.
JD.
I wrote firefighters because I haven't seen the movie.
The correct answer is lumberjacks because the lawyer goes those lumberjack players.
I've always wanted to be a lumberjack.
The
With
movie's
that,
pretty mediocre. You're not missing much.
But with that, at the end of round one, the scores are I've got David in the lead on 8 points. JD, Steve, Jacob and David are tied on 8 points. JD and Steve are tied on 6 points. Aaron is on 4 points. Unfortunately, we do have to say goodbye to Aaron. But
Yeah, man.
yeah,
Good game, sir.
Good game.
I have no shame in movies I've never seen. So have a good night, guys. Have fun. And I guess rest in peace to Full Metal.
yeah. You can rest easy knowing that you got common.
I did get common.
Yeah.
I didn't.
See you guys.
All right. See ya.
Yeah.
With that, now we move into the real round. Basically, how the real round works is I've got a reel with. Actually, I'm going to have to add another number onto that. 7 numbers. And so I'll get everyone to pick numbers between 1 and 7. So yeah, no, that's right. I did have maths correctly. So, David, because you're in the lead, pick two numbers between 1 and 7.
3 and 6.
And actually, Jacob, you're also in the lead. Pick two numbers between 1 and 7.
I'll take 1 and 5, please.
1 and 5. And Steve, pick a number between 1 and 7.
2 and 4.
Just one number, Steve, for you.
Let's go with 2. Sorry.
2. And JD, do you want 4 or 7?
4.
Which means if it lands on 7, it's going to be the secret category. Before I spin the wheel, the categories I have on the wheel, we've got Spider-Man, Michael Keaton movies, movie release dates, 1989 movies, scores and soundtracks, 2024 movies, and the secret category.
All right.
Which, if you pick the secret category, it'll be double points. Actually, that was a spin because I should have had it shown on camera first. The wheel is now primed. And it's spinning. And it lands on 5. Which means, Jacob, you can pick the category there. Do you want to repeat the options?
Yes, please.
So you've got Spider-Man, Michael Keaton movies, movie release dates, 1989 movies, scores and soundtracks, 2024 movies, or you can pick the single category for double points.
Let's go Spider-Man.
Spider-Man. So every question is worth 1 point, and there's no multiple choice. Your first question in Spider-Man. In Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse, at the start of the movie, Spider-Gwen encounters a version of the Vulture that comes from what Italian art period? Five, 3, 2, 1. Pins down. Jacob.
The Renaissance.
David.
Renaissance?
Steve.
Renaissance?
JD.
Misheard the question.
The Renaissance is correct. Next question is, in Spider-Man 2, what play was Mary Jane acting in that Peter missed at first but eventually got to see when he quit being Spider-Man? Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pins down. David.
Pride and Prejudice.
Steve.
The Importance of Being Earnest.
JD.
Yeah, I went Midsummer Night's Dream.
Jacob.
The Importance of Being Earnest.
The Importance of Being Earnest is correct. Your next question is, who played George Stacy in The Amazing Spider-Man?
Is this a loser point too? If you, or just
I'm just doing gain a point.
okay, just forgot.
Yeah. 5, 4.
Can I get a repeat?
Yep. Who played George Stacy in The Amazing Spider-Man?
Thank God. Okay.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pins down. Steve.
Dennis Leary.
JD.
Dennis Leary.
Jacob.
Dennis Leary.
And David.
Dennis Leary.
Dennis Leary is correct. Your next question in Spider-Man. In Spider-Man No Way Home, who was the first villain that was found and captured? Five, four, three, two, one. Pins down. JD.
I believe actually it may have been the wizard or the lizard.
Jacob.
I also said the lizard.
David.
I'll say Electro.
Steve.
I said Sandman.
The lizard is correct.
Okay. Nice pull, JD.
And then your final question in round 3. In The Amazing Spider-Man 2, after Peter professes his love to Gwen, what country do they agree to go to together? Five, four, three, two, one. Pins down. Jacob.
Italy's nice this time of year.
David.
France.
Steve.
France.
JD.
I was of one of two. It was either France but I went with England. It was
England is the correct answer.
Nice. Good one.
Nice.
Everyone had the right continent, at least. But with that, at the end of round 3, Jacob is in the lead on 12 points. David is right behind him on 10 points. JD and Steve are both tied on 9 points. So, Jacob, because you're in the lead, you want to give them Rotten Tomatoes or box office for the tiebreak?
Rotten Tomatoes.
And David, do you want to give them movie 1 or movie 2?
Movie 1.
Movie 1. So, JD and Steve, I want you to give me the closest you can get to the Rotten Tomatoes score of Triangle of Sadness. Five, four, three, two, one. Pins down. Steve.
81%.
JD.
I wonder we priced this right by mistake. I went 82%. I just went like one up.
Yeah, unfortunately, there's also your undoing because the Rotten Tomatoes score is 72%.
Yep. Yep.
Really, that low?
So,
yeah.
But so if that, unfortunately, JD, that is the end of your road. But anything you want to say before I drop you to the back?
Just glad I wasn't first. Have fun, everybody. It's been fun.
Have a good one, JD.
Yeah. See ya.
Oof. Oh my God. Jesus.
With right. So if that, we move into round 4, which is the filmography round. Basically, how the filmography round goes is the person in the lead will pick a number between 1, 2, or 3, and we'll do that filmography of that person. Every time someone gets one correct, they gain a point. If they get it incorrect, they lose a point. So, Jacob, because you're in the lead, you're on one, person 1, 2, or 3.
Let's go with 3.
With 3, the actor is Joe Pesci, and between the years 1993 and 2023.
So we naming all the movies? Is that what we're doing? Okay.
No, I'm just going to go one at a time. So I'm going to go I'm going to go to Jacob. He names a movie. If it's one of the ones, he gets a point. If it's not, but no one can repeat the movie.
What's the actor's name again? I'm sorry.
Joe Pesci.
Joe Pesci.
Joe Pesci. Got it.
I'm sorry. So are we? So is it like we're going in order, naming a movie?
Yeah, pretty much. So it's going to be like round table. So Jake will name a movie. If it's correct, he gets a point, but no one can repeat that same movie.
Okay. Do we have to write it down?
No, you don't have to write it down. So I'm going one at a time.
Got it.
And
Okay.
can I just confirm the date range one more time, please?
Yep. 1993 to 2023.
Okay.
So Jacob, name a movie between that time range that Joe Pesci starred in.
The Super?
Super is incorrect.
Oh.
David.
Sorry. Can I also confirm? He has to be in the movie. That's it, right? Not a star.
Yeah.
Okay. Casino.
Casino is correct. Steve.
Gone Fishing.
That's a good.
Gone Fishing is correct. Give me a second. I've got to find a pen that works. Right. Okay, go around twice. That's fair. Jacob.
The Irishman?
The Irishman is correct. David.
The Good Shepherd.
The Good Shepherd is correct. Steve.
Love Ranch.
Love Ranch is correct. Right. With that, that is going to be into that. The other movies that he was in, A Bronx Tale, Jimmy Hollywood, Biff Honors, 8 Heads in a Duffel Bag, Lethal Weapon 4, A Warrior's Tale, and Day of the Fight. Alright, but with that, Jacob and David are tied on 12 points. Steve is on 11 points. So unfortunately, we do have to say goodbye to Steve. But anything you want to say before I drop you to the back?
No, man. It was an honor to be part of Full Metal. I wasn't here for the earliest days of Full Metal. I was, and I'm kind of glad that I made it. You know, it would have been nice to make the finals, but last minute replacement. Didn't think I make it to at least to the last 3. So that's something.
Yeah. But with that, I'm going to drop
Steve
to the drop Steve to the back, and now we're down to 2, which is David and Jacob. And now we're going to round 5, which is the standard IMDb round. I've got 5 questions. Here you both have to write on the whiteboard again, and I've mixed them up. So each question is either going to be like a mixture of year, director, actor, character, genre, keywords. Could be any combination of those things. So if that, your first question is, the year is 1984. Your director is Rob Reiner. Your keywords is heavy metal band, 11, and comeback tour.
Could I hear that last one more time, please?
I'll give you a full repeat. The year is 1984. The director is Rob Reiner. Keywords is heavy metal band, 11, and comeback tour. And Jacob, you do. I'll count that as a repeat on it. Actually, So
That's
you both have 2 apiece left. Jacob, what do you have?
This is Spinal Tap.
And David,
This is Spinal Tap.
this is Spinal Tap. Question number 2. The year is 1946. The genres are drama and romance, and your lead actor is James Stewart. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pins down. David.
I couldn't think of it.
Jacob.
The Shop Around the Corner.
It's a Wonderful Life.
Oh, I way overthought it.
Oh, I thought it was in 19. I thought it was earlier than that. Damn, I should have wrote it down.
And I think Shop Around the Corner might have been 48.
Man, I should have wrote that down.
Next question is the year is 2017. Your lead actor is Ben Whishaw. Your co-actor is Hugh Grant. Five, 4, 3,
God.
2, 1. Pins down. Jacob.
Paddington.
David.
I don't got it.
It's Paddington 2.
Oh, wow.
That was 2017.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I admit it's probably one of the tricky release dates. Because
Sorry. No, you know what? My bad. Yeah.
The first Paddington was 2015, 2016 anyway, so was still much earlier.
Oh, dang.
The year comes in 2000. Next question. The year is 2000. Your lead actor is Bruce Willis. Your keywords is dentist, Chicago, and contract killer.
I'll use another repeat, please.
Yep. The year is 2000. Your lead actor is Bruce Willis. Your keywords is dentist, Chicago, and contract killer. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pins down. Jacob.
The Whole 9 Yards.
David.
The whole 9 yards.
The Whole 9 Yards is correct. And we're down to the final question. If someone gets this correct, someone gets it wrong, then they are the champion. If both people get correct, we go to sudden death. The year is 2010. Your genre is action and comedy. Your co-actor is Kieran Culkin. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pins down. David.
Scott Pilgrim versus the World.
And Jacob.
Scott Pilgrim versus the World.
Whoop. Sudden death, folks. So with sudden death, I'm going to go back up to the categories, and I'm just going to go to just do a question from each and rotate through until we get to a winner.
All right. Good
Your
luck.
your next question is in the category of Michael Keaton movies. In The Founder, what job did Ray Kroc have when he first discovered McDonald's? Three, two, one. Pins down. David.
Car salesman?
Jacob.
I said a salesman.
Oh, I honestly I can't give you that. There's it was a traveling milkshake machine salesman. It's one of those. I don't know, David. Would you give it to him, or would you want to? I don't know.
I mean, he didn't. What was the question? Can you restate the question again?
In The Founder, what job did Ray Kroc have when he first discovered McDonald's?
Yeah, I mean, he didn't say specific, so I guess if salesman is fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, he didn't say specific. I went too specific. I didn't know. I was
Yeah. Which means, unfortunately, your winner tonight and final Full Metal champion is Jacob Cameron. As I bring Steve back on screen because he's still hanging out here. But Jacob, how do you feel to be the final champion of Full Metal?
It feels great, but it's also bittersweet because I know the league is ending, so I'll never be able to defend the title. I would have loved to have played David again. He destroyed me in multiplex, and so this is like sort of revenge, I guess. But I would have loved to have done the third, but I guess we'll have to do it at some point in another league. But Full Metal will be missed. Malcolm, thank you so much for all that you have done. I have nothing but respect for you as a trivia host and as a human being. David, that was wonderful. Good game. Mesa, great to have you here as always. I'm weirdly humbled that I'm the final champion. And like I said, sucks that I'll never get to defend it, but I guess I guess I'm like Bobby Lashley, or no. I guess I'm like Ezekiel Jackson when ECW 2010 died. Like they'll never be able to take it away from me.
Yeah,
Got that.
And the one thing I will say is I'll bring up Chris Diaz's comment. I wasn't specific, even though it was specific in the movie. I wasn't specific, and I didn't ask for specific in the question. Unfortunately, that was my undoing there. So, but David, how you feel here, and any parting words?
I mean, for regarding a match, yeah, there's a couple of times I wish I could take back. I was thinking like Wonderful Life in my head. I should have just wrote it down. I was just second guessing myself. The Spider-Man category really hurt a little bit because I was like, there's some questions I had no idea, or I couldn't even remember it. So yeah, I mean, it was an overall great match, a great last match to be part of. To do sudden death was just a great ending, I think, for the whole league. Yeah, it's bittersweet to be part of this last match, and it was a great run, and it was great to just for me to discover this league and just finally step into the community, and it was very, very great experience to be part of that. So thank you, Malcolm, and thank you for this whole league in general. So
yeah, and Steve, I know you kind of already said something when I dropped you off, but if you got anything else you want to add, then say it.
No, Jacob and David said it the best. I mean, you are one. I think you're a great human being and a wonderful host. So it's been great knowing you for the past a couple of years, and I'm sure we're gonna get together at even this eventually in other leagues and all this other programs as well. So, but it's been great to be part of something like this. Because just doing like random questions and doing eliminator style, that's just something that honestly, I don't think it could be repeated because you guys really nailed it in terms of the way the format is. Even with this championship round, that format can never be beat. And I don't think we'll never see a full metal league like you guys ever again, in my opinion. Especially with a wonderful human being and a host just like you, my friend. So I would like to say I bid you adieu, goodbye, and mwah, good night. Bang.
Awesome.
Yeah, and yeah, it's one of those ones like it's just one of those ones like it got to the point last year where I realized that I was really struggling doing this on my own, and it's just one of those ones where, and it's also one of those ones where when it comes to running trivia, like you're still going to see me competing. I'm not going to fade away into the ether and disappear because you'll still be seeing me on other channels where it's hosting my own other shows that I do, but it's just a case of I was getting really busy with like work, and I was like I needed to cut something, and just one of those ones that like, and as Jacob and David know, just setting up this match proved to be much more difficult than it needed to be, and that's part of and that too is not something I'm going to be missing. Trying to be squeeze availability out of people, and yeah. But with that, I will. I will end. I'll play this one now, and I've got another one I'm going to end. And I will be posting one more match that's going to be dropping tomorrow, which is why I was kind of short with my kind of farewell speech as I go more in depth into a farewell. Tomorrow I've got a match between myself and Sandy Robinson, who was at the start of Full Metal. So the match, you know what? I'll get Jay to write a match, and we'll do it. Because having Sandy versus me was kind of fitting because it's the old guard thing on the new guard, and I go into a big spiel at the end there, talking about Full Metal. So I'm going to make that. That's going to be the last one that I'm going to drop. So it's dropped tomorrow. But that is the end of Full Metal Classic. That's the end of Full Metal. And yeah, and until somewhere different, whether it's on my Spectrum Pass show, whether it's Rankum, whether it's Multiplex, whether it's TVNT. I'm sure I've got those initials down the right way. I don't know. I kind of mentioned that all the places where you find people doing stuff, you'll find me there. And with that, I'm going to play this.
It's so sad. Death is so sad. Death is so sad.